Let's be real. If your product is not good, then no email can save it. You can write the best emails in the world, but if your product does not change someone's life, then they're not coming back. And if your email sounds like everyone else, people stop caring, they stop opening the emails. In this video, I'm breaking down the human signal framework, the exact playbook that we use to generate $10 million plus in email revenue for our clients. You will learn why your product is number one growth engine, how to send emails that feels personal like you're talking to someone, and how to make sure that your emails actually get seen. This is what smart brands are doing to win in crowded inboxes. Let's dive in. So I'm back at my computer now, and let's get started with this right away, right? So the whole reason that I call this framework a human signal framework is because this whole system is more about personalization and customer experience. All right. The only two main things that you really need to win in email retention or overall retention marketing is ruthless personalization and unbreakable deliverability. All right. The number one is, so for the personalization, speak only to the right people at the right time with the right message. Make every email feel like it was written just for them. Number two, deliverability. If it does not land in your inbox, it does not exist. Protect your sender reputation like it's your cash flow, because it is, right? So a lot of brands right now are just blasting their emails to the same segments. The same messages are being sent to all the customers, and there's no personalized messages, which is just ruining their brand impression and just and actually decreasing the overall retention and customer lifetime value. Right. So before these two things, there's another thing that is really important, which is product quality. Right. See, if your products are not good and it does not make a dent in someone's life, then no emails is gonna save your brand. All right. It's because, see, if your product sucks, then retention is just a joke. A great product is equals to great lifetime value. The best email marketing system in the world cannot save a bad product. Great products change people. They earn their place in the customer's routine. Retention starts with transformation. If the product does not make a dent in their life, they won't come back. But if the product quality is not elite yet, you can still elevate the customer experience so high that people feel like they bought something premium. See, even if your product quality is still in progress, all right, you're still testing things out and you're getting feedbacks from your customers, and you still want to make them feel like the product is premium, then there are a few steps that you can do. So let's get started with this. The number one is packaging like a luxury brand. Thick matte boxes, magnetic leads, textured sleeves, tissue wrap, foil stamping, wax seal. Add extras that feel expensive but cost little. Right. So see, if your packaging feels luxury and feels like very premium, then even if your product quality is not that good, people are gonna feel like it's good. Right. That's the whole effect that the packaging does in the customer's mind. All right. So, and the number two is thank you notes that don't feel AI generated. So write the handwritten is always greater than printed or typed. So make sure that you're handwriting the thank you notes and mention the name, reference the order, write as if it's from the founder and not the team, which will make them feel more cared. All right. And number three is include how to use for best results mini guide. So a lot of brands, what they do is they just send the product with a package, and there's nothing, there's no guides on how to use the product and what are the timeline to, what is the exact timeline to get the results, right? So you can make it feel expert, backend, and well researched. Include pro tips, mistakes to avoid, and timeline of expected results. So I think this all works better if it's more of a skincare brand or a supplement brand, right? And free gift or sample, surprise them with a bonus. Even a sachet of another product or sticker sheet makes them feel valued, right? And number five here is custom email touch points. Your order is getting special care email before dispatch. Post delivery, ask how it went without selling anything. So after the product gets delivered, ask them how it went don't try to sell them every time, right? You need to be more humanly and emotional with them. So ask them how it went. Segment them based on purchase behavior and personalized follow-ups. And then maybe you can segment the purchases, like when they purchase the product, and send them the cross-selling and upselling flows accordingly, or campaigns, right? And the number six is post-purchase tutorial or email series. Show them how to use the product properly to avoid disappointment. Frame it as an insider tips from pros or early adopters, right? Another one is create a share-worthy unboxing. Encourage sharing with an insert like tag us and get 10% off next order. So what this does is if you get the free UGC plus they're buying your product and they're like again buying your product, which is like a plus point for the retention and the customer lifetime value, right? So I think this works more for again skincare brand and supplement brands. And because see, at some day their like stock is gonna go out and they need to buy the product again. So to get the 10% extra, maybe they'll create the UGC for you, right? You're getting the free UGC plus you're also getting the returning customer, right? And then another one is post-purchase survey that feels human. Ask, did we do what we promised? Use founder tone and reward feedback with a discount. So what this does is basically it creates a more emotional trust between the brand and the customer, because you're asking them like actually you're asking them, did you get the results as we promised, right? And you can actually get the feedback from the customer and actually improve the overall product quality by through their feedback, right? And another one is limited edition or seasonal wrapping. Seasonal elements make it feel fresh. People remember the experience, not just the product. The last one here is surprise speed shipping, over deliver, build trust fast by exceeding shipping expectations. Now just think about this, right? So the brand, you're buying something from a store and they're like saying you that the product will be delivered within 15 days or within 20 days, right? But the actual delivery time is maybe 10 days or 8 days. So you can, surprise them with the speed shipping in this, with this angle. And just think about this. Now, the brand is promising that the product will be delivered within 10 days or 15 days, and they're getting actually delivered in 6 or 7 days, which will build more trust and they'll feel happy, right? Customers will feel happy and it will create more trust between brand and the customer. So now let's get to the next section, extreme personalization. All right. So extreme personalization is equals to extreme profit. So still a lot of brands in 2025 are still blasting the emails to the same segments, right? Everyone is getting the same messages, the buyers, the non-buyers, the recent purchasers, the ones who are loyal to them, who has purchased maybe more than 1 or 2 times, right? So everyone is getting the same messages, which leads to like poor open rates, poor click rates, because the messages are not relevant. All right. So here are a few things that we can do to fix this. And let's start by the quiz form. All right. So this auto segmenting quiz type sign up form, a lot of people are not still doing this, and it's actually quite good in terms of getting the results. All right. So at our agency, what we are doing for our clients is we're setting up this quiz form. All right. So for example, if you are selling shoes, like your whole store is in a shoes niche, then you can in a sign up form, what you can do is, what do you like, right? Something like that. And you can have options like boots or sportswear or maybe outdoor wear, right? Something like that. And so when people will click one of those options, those people will be auto segmented to Klaviyo, and later on we can send specific messages according to the product to those people, right? So ask multiple questions to customers, types of problem they're facing, or the types of product that they're into, right? And auto segment them according to their answer. Send highly personalized campaigns, right? This is the first way that we can really hyper personalize the emails and improve our click-through rate and overall revenue. And the second one is email automation flows, revenue recovery, except from views. So email automation flows are not mainly for retention marketing, but it's mainly to recover the lost sales. All right. So the flows like welcome series, abandoned cart, checkout, site abandonment, right? So these are the flows that actually help you to recover the lost sale. For example, if someone visited your site and they entered the email, but they did not purchase the product, then they will be sent a site abandonment flow series, right? Where there will be 2 to 3 emails, and that will help those people convert easily, right? And flows like upsell, cross-sell, replenishment flow, these are for the retention marketing, right? So when someone purchases the product, and after a few minutes, we'll send them another flow series of upsell or cross-sell, right? And after someone purchases the product and after they use the product for maybe 30 days, the product might go out of stock for them, right? So what we can do is we can send them a replenishment flow that will help them to restock the product, right? And it's not retention, they're conversion safety nets, the whole flow, except from these ones, right? And cheapest retargeting mechanism, if not running these, you're just leaking your money, right? So these are one of the most cheapest form of retargeting mechanism. You don't have to run the ads to retarget these people. Just send them the emails, right? So another one is segmentation, which is the actual retention weapon for weekly campaigns. And these are not for the flows, these are for the campaigns, all right? So we have been sending out 4 to 5 campaigns for all our clients at the moment. And what we are doing at the moment is we're segmenting these people, all right, buyers and non-buyers specifically. So for the non-buyers, we are like going hard, because until and unless the non-buyers don't purchase from you, you're just wasting your Klaviyo money on them. All right. So you can go hard with them because they're not purchasing, like convince them, re-engage, or if they're like just if they're not engaging, then just suppress them. All right. It's no use to keep them. So for the buyers, go soft, build love, send them tips, like pro tips, post-purchase delight. So I'm not saying that just do this for the buyers. You should do this for the non-buyers too, because to convince them to purchase the product, you need to build more trust. All right. So you can build trust by actually giving them some value, some educational contents, right? And never blast a list. Speak to segments, speak to where they are, not where you want them to be. All right. So what a lot of time what I see is people like a lot of brands, what they want to do is they just want the people to keep on converting. So that's not how it works, right? So in order for them to convert, you need to build a very good trust, all right? So look at where they are at the buying at the funnel, all right? Where they are at in the funnel, and speak to them specifically according to the journey at where they are not where you want them to be. And the last one is copywriting, dopamine delivery. So a lot of time, mainly fashion brands, what they're doing is just running the sale campaigns, teaching them to wait for a discount. So whenever you send a campaign, maybe it's educational campaign or value content, right? They won't purchase because they're just waiting for the discount that you give whenever there's a sale, all right? So if you're just keep on you're sending these sale campaigns, that you're actually training them to wait for a discount. So please don't do this. And the other one is instead, like, keep a hook, right? Always in emails, keep a hook at the beginning. If it's a design-based campaign, on the top of the bold hero section, what you can do is add a very good headline with sub-headline, which will build attention for them to read the next sections, right? Build attention and pay off at the end. Maybe you can give them some sort of incentive or a discount for them to convert, right? Build anticipation, then resolve it. They shouldn't be able to not open your emails next time. They shouldn't be able to not open your emails next time, all right? So that's how good your email should be. So basically, I compare emails to IG Reels. As you can see, like IG Reels are like very addictive, right? A lot of people just doom scroll around and sit there, right? So you want your emails to be like that. You want it to be so addictive, filled with content, value content, and a lot of mainly very personalized contents, all right? Which will make people keep on want to read your next emails. So we use Sabri Subi's strategy for this, which we call as Hello Strategy. Speak to their dreams and desires. What are the trigger pain and fear, right? And dismantle their barriers and uncertainty. So these 3 things, we like just keep all the dreams and desires, pains and fears, barriers and uncertainties of all the customers in a separate sheet, Google Sheet, and we use that to write copy. Before writing copy, our copywriters always like look this Hello Strategy of the specific store, and they start writing the copy. Next step here is deliverability, right? So deliverability is one of the most important and crucial part of retention marketing, all right? So if your emails are not being visible by the customers, then it won't convert, all right? Deliverability equals to visibility, and visibility is equals to more conversions. So even if your emails are like one of the most great emails in the world that you've created, it's not going to work if your deliverability is poor. So there are a few things that you can do to improve your overall deliverability and make sure that your emails don't land on spam and is being actually landing on the inbox, primary box of the customers, right? So the first step that you need to do is set up a branded domain, or that is set up SPF, DKIM, and DMARC. So I will be posting a lot of videos on this YouTube, and I will also explain how to do this. Or you can reach out to me on my Instagram to know more about this. And the next step here is to track domain health via Google Postmaster tools. All right. So since Klaviyo does not, Google does not allow Klaviyo to like track the data of Gmail specifically for some reasons, right? So that is why you can install Google Postmaster. So what you need to do is you just need to add the TXT record on the domain provider that you're using. All right. So Postmaster will provide you that, and you just need to verify that, and you're all set for that, right? And the next important step here is pruning your list. So a lot of brands, a lot of e-commerce store are sending emails to everyone. All right, they send emails to everyone, and they get open rates around like 15%, 20%, right? So that is killing your deliverability. All right. So what you want to do is you want to send emails to the engaged contacts only. And for the unengaged, what you can do is you want to end sunset flow. And even if they're not engaging in that, they'll be automatically removed from the list. Or what you can do is you can manually remove them from the list, the unengaged ones. All right. So email the engaged contacts, run hard-hitting educational email campaigns, dopamine releasing emails. So if your emails are not good, then people are not going to open them again. All right. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you're not just sending them the sale campaigns, you're also sending them value content campaigns, educational campaigns. As I explained earlier, right? So hit non-purchasers with personalized pain-focused campaigns and objection handling emails. So for the non-purchaser, what you want to do is you want to make sure what are the problems that they're facing to convert. What are the objections they're having, right? So send them campaigns according to those kind of those specific problems. The campaigns has to be crafted according to those specific problems, and it will help non-purchasers to convert. I run Sunset Flow to clean the list or manually list clean every month, as I explained earlier. Right. So deliverability is one of the most crucial part. Again, I'm saying this because see, if your emails are not being landed on the inbox and is being landed in the spam, then there's no reason for you to focus on retention marketing. Right. The first thing here is to improve your deliverability score, and make sure your email list is very healthy. So yeah, that's it for this video. I will be posting a lot of videos in the upcoming days regarding how to set up the SPF, DKIM, right? And how to do all the domain tracking, health, and everything, right? So thank you for watching this. See you in the next one.